All right, welcome to We Are Something Else. Present Soul Tales, episode 30, Levels. It's your boy Cleo. Did it go away? It's right there. Here I am. Welcome to We Are Something Else Presents Soul Tales, episode 30. Wow, episode 30 already. Good grief. It's your boy Kaleo here for another Soul Tales adventure. Let's see who we get in the house this evening. Fellas. There you go. Everybody come up off mute. We are here. Last Thursday of the month of May. We have made our way through this month, and we're here for another Soul Tales. We got Cardo, regular old guy. We got CB like the radio. We got my man R Money, and then we got my man Cali Cool E Rich. What's good, y'all?
What up, homie?
Chilling. Can't believe it's almost June,
bro. You on borrowed time? It's here. I think Saturday, right?
Yeah.
These last.
Soul Tales Adventure, like we're a different kind of podcast. I don't know what to say.
Ron, Xavier, Jingling, Risa, good to see you all. So fellas, what's everybody been up to? It's been a month. A couple things has transpired since the last time we've seen each other. Our Money, what's good with you, bro?
Chilling, man. Gambling, trying to make money to pay for all my endeavors for the summer. That's about it, brother.
Anissa, good to see you. E Rich, what's good with you, bro?
Ain't shit ready for this Cali weather to actually come through, but not really, because I feel like it's gonna be a hot summer. So I'm enjoying this nice 75-degree weather that we just been getting on a daily basis. The kind of you can just leave the windows open, nighttime and all, and still wake up with them on. Electric bill's looking good, by the way.
Okay. Cardo, what's good with you, bro?
Nothing, just chilling, staying out the way. You know what I'm famous for. My son's still not back in daycare, so I haven't been getting sick. Praise to that. Yeah, that's about it though. This weather is crazy. During the daytime, it's nice and warm. When the sun go down, it gets chilly as hell outside.
Exactly. Didi, good to see you, bro. CB.
I mean, since the last time we convened, me and my brother E Rich each celebrated another trip around the sun. May was a good birthday month for the crew.
Thank you, bro. Sean Xavier had a birthday as well.
Yes, sir. We've been overtaken by this impossible beef that you and Sean got going on. So it's been fun, man. It's been a good last month. Picked up some sneakers, played a few rounds of golf, bought some more shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Fantasy football drafts underway. It's that time, man.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's been we were here last week for We Are Something Else, but since Soul Tales, have I copped any? I think I do have a pair of Grails coming tomorrow. I'm glad I got these. Get them out the way. I was able to get the bread to get them. Sammy, good to see you. So it was supposed to be here yesterday. I was going to show them tonight, but obviously they're not here, so they'll be ready for the next go round. But it's been an interesting week. Shout out to Sean Xavier, like I said, he was on the show last week. This impossible beef that Sean and I have going on. If you haven't been. If you're not up on all the tracks that's been going on, Sean dropped 6 degrees this evening a couple hours ago. I was able, he posted it, I reposted it, I sent it out to the folks to check it. So dope track, Sean. I mean, it's been a good run. I think we're moving on to the next thing, and we got a couple things in the works. So that's about it. I think we're moving on.
Oh, word.
Right. Anyways, but look, let's get to the show. A couple things I want to talk about. Actually, you know what? Let's start right here because Carter brought something up in the chat a couple weeks ago. A good topic we should all talk about. And in post-production, I'll add what everybody comes up with, so people who aren't sneakerheads know what we're talking about. So we're talking about the year 2024, and is it? How'd you phrase it? Our top 3 anticipated sneakers that we want to get, kind of, sort of, Cardo.
Yeah. So just with us being about halfway through the year, we've had a lot of stuff drop so far. What's something that hasn't dropped yet that you're looking forward to? And I think we all of us have different kind of styles, so I think the list will be somewhat different, in my personal opinion.
I got you. Okay, everybody prepared for that?
Yeah.
So
why not?
All right, we're good. We'll start with you, Steve.
You want all 3? You just want one at a time? Like,
I'm out there. Throw out your 3. Everybody do their 3. We just talk about it. We'll just have a round conversation.
So the Kobe Halo line, they are doing a 9 Protro this year. And the 9's my personal favorite Kobe with the the super high like ankle and everything. So looking out for those. These weren't announced all that long ago, but they're doing a 20th anniversary re-release of the Huff Air Max 1s. And there are 2 unreleased colorways that never got released. I think it was orange and pink. Those are rumored to be dropping when they do this re-release. So definitely looking out for those. And then I haven't heard anything about these this year, but last year, Ama Manier was rumored to be doing a 17. Haven't seen anything since they initially dropped the news last year, but I would be definitely checking for those if we were to get more news.
Got you. Britt B, good to see you. Our money.
I really only got like 2. Not 3 for me, but my main one is the Black Cement 3s. I don't know. It's one of those classic ones. Like, whenever they come out, I'm just gotta grab them. Then they come out like November sometimes.
They come out the day after my birthday.
Oh, those and the Action Bronson New Balance joints, yo.
Yep.
Those are 2 joints I really want, man. I don't got a 3rd right now, man, but those are my top 2.
Okay. Cardo.
So CB just changed my list out because I didn't even hear about the Huff Air Max 1s, and that's like one of my favorite sneakers of all time.
Classic.
Yeah, so that might get bumped on the list. The Black Cement 3s, like our money back just said, and then something that I sent to the Instagram group chat the other day, but then I specifically like shouted out CB for it, is that Foot Patrol 1906 New Balance.
Those are fire. Those
look insane.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like an X-ray theme for them. Yeah, those. I was on the Action Bronson pair. I think it's like really seeing the pictures. The upper, I'm not the biggest fan of. It looks like a mesh, like plastic mesh upper a little bit on it. And I'm not a fan of that.
Dang, good to see you, Dimitri. Good to see you.
No.
E-Rich, what's good with you, bro? What's your...
I'm going with the...
I'm leaving that up there for a second. Hold on.
I'm going with the Dion's that drop June 14th. Also, I'm going with
next year, right? Confirmed for next year.
I don't know if they confirm. I just know. So the way they sold it, I mean, because again, June 14th is when the DDT Max come out. They dropped those. Listen, this might be to me because I haven't heard nobody else say anything, but the Nike Air Tech Challenge 2, the Hot Lavas, like the Michael Chains. Like,
oh yeah.
I've for sure like been on the hunt. Like anytime they officially have a release date, like
those the Agassiz. Other words, the Agassiz, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. The Hot Lavas are the Agassiz.
Yeah.
Yo, did they change them to like some reimagined type shit? Like it's like a sail bottom now.
It's supposed to be a little different.
Yeah,
it's not like pure white. It's not pure white.
Yeah,
it's supposed to have that like kind of that disdain look. Now the third one is kind of up for grabs because I don't know how true it is, and I don't know if anybody else has talked about it. It's between the Alma Mater 3s and
the second color.
Yeah. So the where it's got more of the black than anything else. But I don't know. I saw it, and I don't know if anybody else saw it. But they said that they were supposed to be releasing the dude. I want to call him Michael Chang for whatever reason, the tennis cat. His version that he had out, which where they had the vault colors that he did. They released it and said that was the next rendition of the tennis line that they were really trying to revamp, because you had the Agassiz, you had the the McEnroes, and now so they supposed to be bring out the Michael Chains. And I don't know if anybody remembers what those look like, but I used to think like his shit looked better than actually Agassiz because he had that vault green color.
Yeah, them shits was fire.
So
that's another one that's probably an honorable mention on my list is the Leonard Atmosphere Air Force Ones. And I'm not a big Air Force One guy, but I've always loved that Leonard Atmosphere Air Force One. That cream with that pink, it screams summertime.
So yeah, my three kind of simple. I want the Rios, the J Balvin Rios. We just missed those, so those are on the list to grab. The Agassiz, like the way they've been kind of bringing back the Agassi into relevancy with all the Instagram posts and just a lot of retro sneaker spots posting the Agassiz. He had a dope line. Those, and then the last one's up in there. Yeah, the Action Bronsons, but I'm thinking that we're probably due for a Witherspoon this year. And so I'm looking forward to anything that Witherspoon will probably. What's that? That's it, E?
Those are the Michael Chains right there.
Okay, yeah. And anything that anything Witherspoon may have dropping this year. He's typically good for one a year, and he's been kind of quiet. So hopefully we'll get something from Witherspoon.
I think he did a collaboration. I think he's been working on a collaboration with Bape that just recently released.
Okay. But we get the corduroy going and all that, so it's exciting. So let's get into we got some couple of stories to get to. How many of us? There's 5 up here. I guess this is the right one. There we go. All right. So where are we going to start?
The story was about to be about me.
Exactly. So talking about sneakers, I want to do something different. I want to talk about some of the sneakers that we typically don't talk about because they're not your Nikes, they're not your Adidas, they're Asics or New Balances. We got some of these like different, like foreign. I think these were from Mexico, Sneap. And me and CB were talking about these the other day because I got an Instagram ad for a colorway. It's actually the white and Volt bottom colorway.
Picking up a new team, Jordans.
Shout out to you, Buck. I saw these come through on the Instagram ad. I was like, yo, these shoes are not that bad. They actually put together well, and they kind of look like a Diadora kind of sort of mixed with maybe a little bit of a Saucony.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, but the colorways are dope, and I'm like, well, we don't talk about any of these like off-brand shoes from overseas that don't get a lot of love. And as a sneakerhead, if you see something like this and are we buying these? Like if it sticks out to you, will you add this to your collection and try to be the only one to rock this in your collection, knowing that most people won't? Or would you, since it looks like a Diadora Saucony, would you stick to Saucony? But let's just talk about that. The stuff that we really don't talk about that's actually pretty dope colors. The price point is like $165. And they've got way more colorways than this, but I just picked the ones that kind of stood out. So if you like your whites, your plains, and then like your blue and pinks at the top, just to talk about it. It's $165 for these shoes. It's a good price point. Would you go after a shoe that nobody really markets like that? Because it doesn't even have, obviously there's no star athlete or celebrity influencer wearing these things. So let's go around. Our money thoughts.
I would do the joints at the bottom though. The green joints. The joints look like some like Air Max type. Remind me of the Air Max 90s. Kind of like the joint, like Volt color joints, yeah. I would do them joints though. I don't. Hey, look, talk to somebody that bought them on joints, yeah, them cloud joints or whatever. Yeah. So hey, I'll try it. Hey, if it look good, I might try it, man.
Okay. TV.
So I have bought sneakers from like like some of those customizers and stuff on that, were big on Instagram like a number of years ago and things like that. When they were doing their own sneakers, I would, to support, I would grab those. I don't, it's one of those things where in all honesty, not that I think these look bad or anything, but the fact that these aren't a brand that I'm familiar with, it probably would take me a lot to actually pull the trigger. If I had to choose one of these, I actually think that the is that blue or purple and pink, the joints at the top. I think those, like, I think I could put something together with those. But to actually press the purchase button, I'd be buying a lot of shit, but I don't know if like I would be going to these right away.
Be rich.
Nah, I agree. I mean, the bottom ones is probably like the ones that are more eye attractive to me, where it's like I can see rocking those. Like those would be some shits, Cleo, back in the day. Those would be the shits you wear to the field. And you don't mind them shits getting fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you're just like, I bought these. It is what it is. There might be the ones you just wear to the gym because ain't nobody really, somebody's really checking for what's on your feet at the gym, and they, it is what it is. But I think I'm right. See me wearing crazy shit to the gym. But again, I'm with CB. Like if I'm gonna drop 160 though, I feel like I'm gonna drop that money on some other shit that I know I'm a cop first that I probably haven't had or that I would rather get first, and then these would be like on some
stressing you out.
it'd be like that fuck it moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done bought everything else. I done copped the grill. You know what I'm saying? I done hit on that raffle. Like where you just feeling good and you just be like, all right, fuck it, why not?
Okay. Cardo.
Yeah, 165 to buy something that I don't know what the quality is like. How the shoe gonna hold up? Yeah, I'm not jacking it. And then I'm just at the point now in my life where I'm only buying shoes that I know I'm gonna wear, because it's too much that's just sitting that I forgot I have, over the years. So yeah, just buying stuff just to buy it, I think I'm out of that phase now.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I think that so we always, this is a sneaker show, and we always talk about your main sneakers and the stuff that we like or don't like that we want to run back. I felt like it's important. Again, like when we ran that Brooks story about the black designer for the Brooks. Yeah. I knew I was probably the only one in the room to crop those joints. I did. I mean, they're comfortable, but I saw these like, yo, these aren't bad. I'm like, what separates like these from any other, like what factory these being made? And obviously quality comes into play, but I'm like, I can see myself, like most sneakerheads, you see a sneaker and damn, you already start pairing the outfit you can put together with that and rock it. So I was like, interesting topic.
Yeah, but I need to know if I step outside, that shit gonna fall apart.
I got you. No, absolutely. 100%.
I need to know.
100%. All right, so let's talk about this right here. Andrew Dutton. I think all of us follow this guy on IG. He's like, so let's start with it. Middle school teacher. That's his profession, middle school teacher. But this guy is also a dope ass photographer. And sneakerhead. And you talk about the way, if you don't follow this guy, so go to his IG page at @AD_sneaks and take a look at this guy, the way he presents his sneakers. Right. So Complex did a story on him saying teacher wears a different pair of shoes to work every day. Now, CB, you and I did a kind of a challenge 2 years ago. Was that last year?
2022. Yeah.
2022, where we tried to wear a different pair of shoes into the office for an entire year without any repeats. Anyways, so shout out to him because again, if you ever seen the way he presents his shoes, like this guy is very creative and he takes you behind the scenes on how he does some of these photos where the shoe looks like it's just floating in the air. Like if you look at the top photo to the right for me, you see him looking up at the Travises and it looks like maybe a pair of Cement 3s. And that's the actual photo, but he takes you behind the scenes to see how, he makes the photos hanging out, the shoes hanging or whatever. But I actually reached out to this guy and he responds most of the time. Like if you reach out to him, very responsive, which is dope. And the guy has over 300,000 followers. But I thought it's dope to spotlight someone who we've all followed, and then now I guess some of the world is catching up to what this guy can do or has done for the sneaker community. And again, a teacher and a dope photographer. He also was featured on the Sneaker News story. So teacher by day, content creator by night. And he just talks about, in which I think I can relate to this part, where you have a 9 to 5 and you have to focus on that. And then when you go home, your second passion kicks in and you have to put in the work in order for that to go, to work, to be successful, to gain a following and traction. So shout out to Andrew, but let's go around the room. I don't know. I know most of us follow him. Thoughts on this guy's presentation about his sneaker collection, and just thoughts in general about the photography, the way he presents it. Our money.
I'm with Jim, man. How much does he make on the teacher's salary, yeah? like dude got some grills. He got all kinds of shit going on here, man.
Yeah.
So, but it's dope, man. I'm still trying to figure that out, man. Because I'm looking at the shit he got. He got off whites. I mean, there's no way he could have got that shit on retail, yo. Like some of this shit he had to do resale, bro. Yeah. Or maybe
he might be getting the joints for free.
Could be some UAs in there. Just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm hating, but nah, yo, it's dope.
I think the presentation is dope. I think also it's dope that he's in the sneakers and that gives him a way to connect with his students.
Yes,
his students come in and see their teacher wearing something that they just like on Instagram. That they can't get their hands on or may not have. And that can spark up a conversation. And then he becomes the cool teacher. So then when you have a situation in school with kids fighting or kids just being unruly, he can step in and get their attention because he's the teacher with the dope sneakers. Now, I don't know what state he's in, but we got to somewhat part some of this myth about teachers not getting paid. Some teachers make some money. Like, I know for a fact that there are teachers out here that's getting it. Especially if you have some time in. And if you got your master's, my sister was a teacher and she just became an assistant principal. She was like, all the teachers in her school are 6 figures and up. So.
Oh no, I found out. No, my mother, she was a teacher in DC. I found out she had a master's. She went to school, got her master's, all that. Yeah. She came back. Yeah.
Yeah, they could make it. And,
she did okay. Yeah.
if he don't have no kids and no responsibilities,
I can see it.
I was just gonna say, my man just might be on the CB plan. You know what I
mean? I'm with you, CB.
If you're only spending money on yourself, you can afford a lot of shit. So, I think it's dope. Obviously, me and Kaleo did the sneaker challenge when we were going back to work in the office back in 2022, and for us, we knew that we could get that done because we only had to go in the last 9 months of the year. So we were already at home the first 3. And then we were only going to be in the office 3 days a week. So we did the math and we were like, we actually have collections that are large enough to pull this off. We should just try to do it if they're going to let us wear our sneakers to work. And so the fact that, he has enough pairs for it to just go with no repeats, and the way that he puts all the content together is so dope. So I think overall this is a real dope thing. It's cool that he's getting some more attention now and everything. And like Cardo said, like you're the cool teacher in the building. And it also means a lot that he's a male teacher because there's a lack of those. My mom works in the school system. My sister works in the school system here in Montgomery County. Like there's a lack of male teachers in general. And when we talk about young men needing good influence and stuff as we're coming up, a lot of times having a male teacher around gives us someone to look up to. So it's cool that he's presenting himself in that way and he's got a way to, connect with the kids.
That's a male teacher saved me from getting expelled in high school.
There you go.
I guess I got to hit him with the Black Wall Street of this the whole thing. Not just playing. But to be on that side though, shout out to the administration at his school that allow him to still, they let him be himself. You know what I'm saying? Let him and his character is what's going to be genuine to those kids that are going to be like, this is not another adult that's pulling the wool over our face and making it seem like, you know what I mean? I guarantee you his class is probably on some real life, even though it's middle school, because let's just be honest, right? Like, unfortunately, over here in these parts and in these states, you know what I'm saying? Middle school is when you really got to start learning about real shit that's going on outside. Unfortunately, you don't get to be a kid, you know what I mean, anymore. So you get into that position where you need somebody unique, you need somebody that's authentic, you know, so that you can kind of gravitate to. And, you know, let's just be clear, the sneaker community, we don't see colors, you dig? And so just the fact that he is who he is what would have all of us on this panel right here would have been in this class, or find a way to where we would have got changed to where we can be in this class, you know what I'm saying? And then forged friendships and all that kind of shit. So you got to realize this is something that's gaining life shit over time, and not just on a quick story that's gonna last for like 15 minutes. This shit, they should be talking about this. And this is what actually classes should be about. This shit right here, what's really capturing the kids and understanding that there's shit outside of them fucking books that we didn't write. Oh, my bad. I did say I was going to hit him with the Black Wall Street shit.
And also, real quick, Kaleo, he does something every year dope during the school year, where he allows his kids to like color or paint specific shoes, and then he posts them on his IG for the fans to pick. And the one that wins, he tries to get it, you know, he gets a customizer to make that shoe for that kid. So I think that also is dope.
Yep, I agree. And I think to kind of piggyback on where schools are these days, I want to go.
I mean, you got to cut costs somewhere. You know what I mean?
It won't even. There we go. To piggyback on kind of what E said, there's a lot of the stories that we hear nowadays about school or anything that's transpiring with kids in schools is never positive, right? It's always, you know, what teacher did this with a student and or, you know, bringing guns to class and all that. And here's a positive story told through the kind of language that everyone here can speak, or that's universal in sneakers and or photography, or just being creative. Like, it just shows you a way that you can have hobbies and portray them within your 9-to-5s, right? And get the attention of other folks. So it's a dope story. So I followed this guy for a while, and when I saw that Complex did a story on him, I was like, it's perfect time just to show people outside of who don't know much about sneakers that there are people, regular 9-to-5s or doing whatever, that are sneakerheads and just don't do what we do, just up in and talk about different shit every week. This guy's getting spotlighted for his stuff. All right. Now, Cam Newton, how the hell did our money get up there? Because I definitely didn't get up there. This is crazy. Okay. Cam Newton said something this week, a couple things this week on a podcast, and I just wanted to go around to get an idea of what you guys thought about this. So Cam Newton said, anyone over 30 should not be standing in line for sneakers. And he also said, and there was a question also posed as, at what age should you not be wearing J's? Is there a cutoff for when we should stop wearing J's? And after 30, we should not be standing in line. Now, I agree with the 30. I haven't stood in line since my 20s, even if that, early 20s. It's just easier to get things online or whatever. But I'm thinking, BEZ was good, bro. To stop wearing J's, and I got the J chart up because most people we see that's over the age of 30, most stick to a certain number of J's, the 1s, the 3s, 11s, you know, those, right? So me personally, I'm gonna wear J's or be a sneakerhead for a very long time. I got enough in the collection, and there's enough running out in these stores for me to get. So thoughts on J's, sneakerheads, lines, age. Start with E. Rich.
I mean, I'll keep this. No, I'm not standing in line for shit. Fuck these young niggas out here pulling AKs on people for some shoes. So it ain't worth it. But damn right, I'm wearing my shoes. That's because the sneakerhead, that's what we do. We wear our shoes. I don't give a fuck. That's like saying we not gonna wear some damn, you know, Air Max 95s because they was, you know, way back when. Fuck out of here. Like, the shoe's the shoe, you dig? And unfortunately, if he took his own kind of, you know, medicine in that sense, like, motherfucker, you wear hats. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's your shit forever, how long? Like you wear hats, we wear shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's our stick, that's our stick, bro. Like I think it's robbery to tell somebody that they shouldn't wear Jordans after a certain age, as if that diminishes that person's character or worth. You know what I'm saying? If that shit is clean and that person, you know what I'm saying, got the shit, why not? What you gonna fault that motherfucker for wearing some clean ass Jordans at 40? Most of us don't look 40.
There you go.
Fuck out of here.
I copy those sentiments. Nah, I mean, fucking, I'm not taking fucking fashion advice from Cam Newton. You know that motherfucking dress?
That part.
I do not give a fuck what Cam Newton said. That's like what they say when we're gonna know what Ja Rule thinks. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks? The fuck what Cam Newton thinks?
I got you.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with my two brothers and what they said. Like, who the fuck cares? That's like somebody saying to him, man, you a man, stop wearing them tight ass pants you be wearing. Like, what are we doing? Who the fuck cares what Cam? Cam is just trying to keep himself relevant. He know that his NFL career is over. He know that he don't have like the top sports podcast. You know, that's Shannon and some of the other people. So he's just doing anything to keep his name, keep people talking about him.
Sammy, these are not the same. Grannies and crop tops. It's interesting that Cam would want people to accept him for his individuality, right? And then come out here and then say that no, you shouldn't be doing something some specific way. Like that seems kind of backwards. So like we know this is for clicks, this is for views. And Cam even says it like in the interview. He's like, I couldn't afford this stuff when I was younger, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, the reason why we're not standing in line, even if that was like still the modern way to go, you know, there was no sneakers app and stuff like that. Like Sean said, man, even though we're not looking at, we're aging gracefully. Sometimes the knees and the back, it's still like, nah, bro, we don't want you standing out here for 4 hours on concrete all the time. So yeah, I mean, I'm with that. I'm totally in for the fact that we're in the digital age when it comes to a lot of these releases and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what do we say? We don't give a fuck about what Cam Newton just said.
The Breakfast Club in Houston. Yeah, so one of my second loves or parallel to sneakers is music. I hate standing at concerts, so I'll be damn at a certain age I'm not gonna stand in line for sneakers, especially with the digital age. And yeah, you get them, you don't, you don't. And what sneaker store still has releases these days anyway? So whatever. So whatever. Next story. So let's get to this one, then we can move on. I think this one was very interesting, and I held this one off to the very end. And so we were already talking about the Balvin Rios, which is on my list to try to grab this year. But J Balvin on his website, I think last week, he provided a discount code for everybody that's trying to buy the sneakers. Provide a discount code that takes the sneaker price from $25,000 to $250. Right. This was a way to kind of hone the bots off. And if the bots got to the checkout line, they didn't know the discount code, so they had to pay $25,000 for these shoes. Now it's a win-win for Balvin one way or another. He's gonna sell shoes for either $250, and or if the bot is really that press, how many pairs of shoes can you buy for $25,000? Right. So let's talk about that. I think this is a smart way. I'm interested to see the results. And Nike has been trying to find a way to hone the bots off forever. This might be a good model to use for people within the sneakers app if it does work. But where does the Rio fall on your list to cop this year? Was that one of the sneakers to cop this year? And how'd you think about the $25,000 shoe down to $250 if you had the discount code? Let's start with you, Cardo.
I mean, I think it's a genius idea to do that. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I would have loved to see somebody's face who had that credit limit and that shit went through. for a J Balvin. I'm ripping everything off the wall in my house. I'm tearing shit up. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to work because you could just, put in a dispute, cancel that transaction. Nike can't do it. Nike, I don't think Nike's going to waste their time doing this. They'll still try to figure out another way to beat the bots. I think the bots are here to stay. Total Recall told us that back in the day. As far as the shoe, I think it's a beautiful shoe. If I get it, I'm gonna order me a pair of old school Phoenix Suns shorts or Phoenix Suns jersey, one of the two.
Yep.
And that's what's happening with those J Balvins.
Kevin Johnson had to be Kevin Johnson.
What? Nigga, Charles Barkley. What you talking about? I'm round, he round. Like, what are we talking about?
CB will purchase a Dan Marley jersey.
Man, nah, Dan Marley, he could shoot the lights out of the ball, man. Those Suns teams, him, Kevin Johnson,
he's more of a Rex Chapman. He's more Rex Chapman.
No,
if CB come to the joint with an Elliot Perry joint on, y'all.
Didn't Cedric Sabalas have a run with the Suns too?
Oliver Miller.
I was getting ready to say I'm gonna show up with an Oliver Miller jersey. That's the only one that comes in my size is Oliver Miller.
I do have a Charles Barkley Suns jersey.
Random story though, why does somebody I know? I went to a bar with this guy, and he knew Oliver Miller. This nigga was at the Cadillac Ranch just chilling. Oliver Miller, son. It was so random, dog.
All right, you go. We'll go back to CB, but you up there. You go. Thoughts on the $25,000 shoe discount, the 250 model, and or just the three Balvins, the Rios in general?
The Balvin drinks, them drinks go, man. I like them drinks, man. I didn't go for them because I was thinking about something else later on down the line. Yeah, it's so much stuff, man. I'm saving, yo. Okay. But I like them. But as far as the bot shit, man, that shit's hilarious, yo. Hopefully it worked.
Right. $25,000 for a pair. Yeah.
They were posting some because there were some just regular ass people that were like, "Oh, this is the price," and they just fucking paid it. Found out about the discount code, I guess, afterwards because they weren't paying attention or whatever. But I do think that the method is genius, and I do side with Cardo in the fact that it's going to be these more specific own website releases rather than it being the actual big brands and stuff like that. I do like these. And I mean, our money, we already know how he feels about the threes, and it's hard to really fuck him up. You know what I mean? It's such a good looking shoe in general. But these are good. And I do think that the whole $25,000 thing is hilarious. You know that some of those bots got just the shit run up, hilarious. I love it.
And bots get multiple pairs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just drop the baggy bag.
Nigga, if your car processed $100,000 in J Balvin.
That's the crazy part. I saw this shit, and it was one of the bots. A motherfucker told J Balvin to count his days because he had to pay that $25,000. I'm like, that's your dumb ass fault. You know what I'm saying? But I saw this shit and I was like, this is clever. If nothing else, other collaborators should probably think about using this shit to really let
Jen hit the like button.
For letting the true fans, get these shoes and not letting the industry bots be out there fucking the game up, which again, you go online, them shits is $430 or some shit like that and higher, you know what I'm saying? But the Rios is dope. They definitely were on my list this year. So, hopefully, a good fantasy football W or some shit like that, place some money in my hands so I can get my hands on these, you dig? But these is dope because the first thing I thought about was definitely the Phoenix Suns jersey, but it was also some shell shoestrings up in there to bring that Jordan symbol out on top of that whole, and just like I said, just That should have hit
I
different.
wondered if it comes with a pair of cell laces, like the AMA 5s. That I mean, yeah. All right, moving on.
BEZ Shoe and Fashion Report.
It's not here tonight, so we're gonna go to Cardo with retro.
Hold on, man. You put the drop in there, and then he go MIA once you get the drop in there. All right, so we back with Retro this week. Retro is a segment that, I talk about shoes that we want the brands to retro bring back out. Some of them have already been retro, but it's still been a few years. This particular shoe was a collaboration between a West Coast brand, Stussy, and Nike. It is the Stussy Court Force High. This shoe was done to celebrate the 25-year anniversary of Stussy. Back in the day, it released in 2005. So hint, Nike, a retro next year would be dope. The 20-year anniversary of the actual shoe. It came in these 4 colorways: the all black, the canary, the purple, and the sail and black. I've always chased this shoe. I've always been like a size off. I wear size 10. It's always been like a 9 online or 11. I just can't find my size 10. The one time I did find a 10, it was in the yellow, and he wanted $700 for him. Can't do that for a Court Force. But it's one of my favorite model of shoes from Nike that I think is slept on. Not a lot of people wear Court Forces. I think they dope. But yeah, this is the Stussy times Nike Court Force that was done in 2005.
Yep, I remember those. West Coast.
Yeah, of course, and understand. Like, I mean, I don't even know why you know I'm a co-sign the shit out of it just because it's on some West Coast shit. Like, do I have to say not like us? I mean, anyway, but this is just one of those things where unless you really understood what it was in the collaboration, like these shits actually hit in like the different colors. If you notice, there's not a color that is on this one that is solidified with you can't wear it in certain places. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
Yeah, these would end up being a cop. Bring these back. I'm with Cardo on these.
Facts, especially them sale joints, yo. Yep. Hell, and the black joints too, though. But yeah, especially them sale joints, yo.
Yeah, the black ones. I like the Court Purple as well. I remember these from way back when, and I can't. You said 25 years, Cardo, or 20?
It'll be 20 years next year. They came out 2005.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
And what's dope is that we actually had a Stussy store for a moment here in DC, right where the Commonwealth store was at, up off of 18th Street.
Mm-hmm.
They gave us a Stussy store for about 2 years, and they was doing some backdoor shit, and they pulled the account quickly. So yeah, Nike. Somebody at Nike happened to watch this 20-year anniversary of this shoe release. Let's make it happen.
All right. Our money, what we got?
As you know, do a segment on keeping 100, man. We'll display a drip for under $100. I still haven't done clothes. Yeah, still sticking with the shoes, man. But I do have a hack for y'all though, for some clothes though, man. Hey, for t-shirts for the summer, man. Sleeper joints cheap, man. 5 and below t-shirts, man. They online. Sleeper joints, yo. It's $5, man. T-shirt for summer. But anyway, my shoe, man, is the Jordan 2 Low, man. They on sale right now at Nike.com, man. For under 100, like 85. But they have a code if you're a Nike member, man. Yep. If you're a member, it's a summer 25. You get 25% off, so it comes to like $65. Yeah, it's not a Jordan 2 Low, man. Check it out.
And they got they got all sizes in there too. So
yeah.
Yep, I took a look at it because I was like, yep, might have to cop. All right, my bro, what we got?
He on some bullshit. I can see it.
You know it.
I see it.
You know it. Hey, so listen, we're gonna get to it. hey, stop all the bullshit with these colorways and these different, versions of a certain shoe that we had already ran through the fucking gauntlet. I understand that these are supposedly might be dropping out. Like, again, as if the lost and founds weren't enough. Every one now is like some colorway, some unreleased, some banned from when he wore back in, whatever. Like, listen, we killed the 11. Now, I'm sorry. Let me retract that. They killed the 11, and now they're killing the 1. And if they kill the 3, then yes, there'll probably be some other shoes out there that I will have to start wearing on a regular basis, because at this point, we're like, you're fucking the game up in the sense of oversaturating shit that doesn't need to be done. It's one thing to have the different colorways, and it's cool. Some of it, you dig. It's cool to get them for the kids, but as a sneakerhead, like, these don't have a correlation to be in the collection at any point in time. So is it just easy? Just stop with the bullshit. Like, you're about to kill the 1. It's about to turn into the white girls wearing the Air Force Ones that are dirty.
They're gentrifying the Air Force Ones.
It ain't no about. I think you misspoke. It ain't about the killer 1. I think they have already killed the 1, in my personal opinion.
Hold up. What is happening in the chat?
What, Grape Street? What the fuck?
Whoa. Okay. Well, I won't be speaking on that, but all right.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
All right. So I guess it's time to show sneakers. Sure. I think it's just time.
I guess.
Show sneakers. Get up out of here. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff.
For the soul.
So I was hoping to show a pair of shoes tonight, but it did not come in. So I just went digging through the collection, and first thing I saw was these, and I hadn't shown these in a while. So let's go. Especially since Cam was talking about age, you should stop wearing Jordans. Let's just show a pair of Jordans. Let's just show.
Oh yes.
These. We'll always wear these. Don't matter what you say, Cam. These are probably my favorite pair of J's of all time. And I think the first pair of J's I ever had in my lifetime in elementary school when they first came out. So, yep.
Great, buddy.
These will age like fine wine. I don't see, and the bottoms are still pretty too. I don't see, a lot of people disagreeing about wearing those. So,
what was the release year on those?
This one, I don't know if those are
That might be 18.
They may be the 18 version, because I had when we were in high school, I think a pair had dropped around
2000.
Yeah, so
and it came back out in like 2000.
So I got the 2000s as well, but the 2000s, the bottoms just
disintegrated at this point.
Yeah, so
fuck out of here.
Okay. So Jay got a night so far.
Shout out to, last year, but like I said, it was on the list. Had to have them. Not a fantasy football win, but another win. Shout out to my bro. Sometimes we coordinate on a lot of things and shoes that we happen to get. But yeah, and it's a safe color to wear around the crib. Shout out to that Vince Staples too.
Oh yeah, if y'all ain't listened to that Vince Staples yet.
What I got here? So I took my own advice.
Oh,
keep it 100 segment. And got the airships, man. And I got them for under 100, man.
Quality fucking.
Yeah. Got them on go for like 90. Yeah.
Those are the keeping 100 from last month.
It's a win.
Yep.
Yeah.
I took my own advice.
Good old bad.
The GOAT.
So y'all know I said I was gonna do older stuff this year. This is an old orange box. But I got two pair. I wanted to keep it on theme of what I did with retro. So we have the Court Force that they did in 2008 that was designed after the Air Maxes. So this is the Air Max 90 version.
Yep.
Jeez.
And then you have the Air Max 95 version.
Sick.
I remember those.
So yeah, these are the Court Force highs from 2008. Air Max 90 version, Air Max 95.
Crazy. Those are crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I put out those old Adidas today. I actually wore those out. Those ZX 800s that I posted earlier.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick.
I've seen those.
This is like the exact opposite of what Cardo just did. But we're talking about the new obsession. The best part about getting into golf is really just buying more gear. So, do I need to have a third pair of golf shoes? Nah. But we do. These got a long ass fucking name too. The Air Zoom Infinity TR Next Percent 2. Look at that big ass zoom unit, man. These joints better be comfortable.
Dude.
In fact, I know they are. I already tried these joints on.
Them joints are too pretty to play golf, man.
They're meant to be warm, man. Dude, I'm beating my my East Side Golf 6 joints up out there, just wearing them all the time. So, you know,
just change the name, make it shorter. The same wedge too.
Call him the Uncle Rico's Uncle Rico ones.
we not gonna call them what our money bag said earlier. We not gonna call them.
Nah, man.
The 3 woods.
Oh,
the Shank 7s.
My man said I just use 3 woods all day. It was like, what?
How about the
Yo, why you got a plural to drink those, man? Woods. You gotta say woods, yo.
You can call them the 9 irons.
if you carry multiple woods, you a wild chick.
You on the golf course shooting OnlyFans content.
Yeah.
You only be one in your life, sir.
You carrying ice with you on the golf course.
no diggling.
Look, y'all. Hold on.
For the soul.
There we go.
I'm glad you removed that other story.
Which one? There's a couple I took out.
The teacher. I mean, not the teacher.
The Nike exec.
Yeah.
It was oversaturated. And then I took out. Well, we can always run a New Balance one back another time because that's an interesting one too.
Yeah, that's not time sensitive. That could be anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but look, y'all. Look, I appreciate y'all. Another successful Soul Tales. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hold on, let me get the applause. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And so we got to figure out how next week is going to go because next week is supposed to be episode 200, but I think we're going to do something a little different. We do have a show next week where it will be Baddie Behavior. Baddie Behavior will be back next week. I need to talk to you offline, Sammy, about something, but we'll also be continuing.
Dimitri, apparently.
What'd you say?
I said, so does Dimitri, apparently.
We should be extending our author series from Matthew C. Horn's publishing company. Shout out to PG County native. So we should be doing that next week, but it won't be episode 200. Episode 200, we're going to save and figure out how we're going to do that. We got to do it right. If you're going to do 200 episodes, you got to just do it right. So, but we'll be back next week. That's it, fellas. Great show. Anybody got any closing words? I'll be back here on Station Head tomorrow, noon Eastern Standard Time with We Are Something Else Presents the Abstract. Got a lot of new music to talk about, play around with. Anything come out tonight?
Doesn't matter. I have Etouffee on repeat.
Etouffee on repeat. There you go.
Doesn't matter.
Still listen to Conway.
Yeah. Now look, so Conway thus far.
STK. STK.
Yeah. What about the Rhapsody? Y'all finished Rhapsody?
Solid.
Yeah. Vince, solid project. No worries. Couple weeks. I'm looking forward to that.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I've been in like a early 2000s R&B bag for like the last month. Like
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It just got.
And I've been in the 70s bag.
Oh,
It's a lot of mini Rippleton, yo. I don't know what it is, yo.
yeah, but for me that's not really that's not like a bag. That's just normal.
life.
Yeah, that's just life.
Right. That's about it. Look, if y'all want to follow this impossible beef between me and Sean Xavier, and get on you can find it on IG. The links are there for our Bandcamp pages. 4 tracks to listen to. But that's about it, yo.
I know
Moore's Day. It's like Moore's Day in the Time versus Prince and his crew.
The battle of the light skin.
The light skin coalition going back and forth. This shit is hilarious. Just from the optics of a brown bag, motherfucker, from the backfield. Like I'm sitting there like these niggas is really actually battling at each other on some light skin.
I ain't gonna lie, Khalil. If Sean got a bar about the man bun, you lose. There's nothing you can say.
He didn't go there. He didn't.
Nothing you can say that's gonna beat that.
He didn't go there. So you got 9 Irons by me. Then you got I'm Sorry Uncle Phil by Sean. Then you got Will Call by me. Then you got 6 Degrees by Sean that dropped today. Yeah. Check them all out. Dope stuff. Listen, iron sharpens iron. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Just me and my bro just having a good time back and forth. Just having a good time with the pen. That's all I can say. Beats, all that good stuff. Production, like this is good. Like when you got somebody to go back and forth with.
Shut up, bro. Shut up, CB. Don't say shit.
That's all I gotta say. But yeah, that's it, y'all. We Are Something Else presents Soul Tales. Where's that last one?
Follow us on YouTube at WRSE Podcast.
Shout out to my hats and glasses, brother.
Subscribe.